And evening jam, how's everyone? It's your boy Gauntlet Gamer here, and we continue more on Legend of Heroes Trails to Daybreak. Hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's stream. Two stream, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, and Goose Goose Duck collab with that. It was a lot of fun, and this game is so much fun, chat. I'm gonna do some clips, and I'm gonna hopefully finish it before I go to work today. That's the key thing is there's some stuff there I just don't want to mention. So yeah, that's about it. There's some a bit controversy, a bit of a a little conder, a little something happened that I just don't want to talk about. Yeah, so that's about it. I just want to say I don't want to talk about it. With that said, chat, let's begin. What? Oh, sorry, wrong fucking game. I'm half asleep, chat. Shit, almost dropped my fucking PS5 controller. What the hell? I have no clue what chapter it's gonna be next, chat. So please bear in mind. I had a more grasp of the situation before now, but the finer detail paint more dire picture than I envisioned. Who had thought that the granddaughter of the Lu family elder and the Dominion would made into pawns? It's just been one thing after another. At least 2 days. We can't let him keep doing this. Agree. We have to put the stop to the garden master's plan at all costs. We will, but we won't go down without a fight. He's cooking up another bunch of corrosion this very second. That's a safe assumption, yes, which is all the more reason to find him. And due to that, we need more information. I said this earlier, but why don't we put the squeeze on some of our shadier contacts? Maybe they have an idea where he's holding up, or better yet, maybe he'll grace us with his presence to stop us sniffing around. The Sid will be conducting his own investigation into this matter. Naturally, I'll pass along anything we learn. Thanks, Rainy. You're a real one. But we we also can also pa- pri- Pirod. I don't say that word. The Jagger in the this black light district for Aster to or fish out some leads on the net. Yeah, that sounds good. But as for me, I think I'll go uh see to Abi and his units. They're in the air for a job, so maybe I can get some info out of them. That's an excellent idea, but by meeting in person, they may slip an extra detail or two that they otherwise wouldn't. If you need a Jagger eyes and ears, I'm your gal. But I can bully Kuriane into helping too. He's an extra cooperate after what happened yesterday. We need border our search. I'll check the guild again. I can forward whatever I can learn to you. I'll see what Theo and I can do in the meantime. We have a wide net that we can cast. Let's see what information we can rear in tonight and then rendezvous tomorrow morning. Also, we all should also be on lookout for any rewrites, as we seen have propensity to throw any plans they made into this air. Through that, there's a strange scent in the air. Should I? No. We should take action here. We can deal with any issue that come up. After brainstorming for a while, they settle on a plan for gathering information and divide up the labor accordingly. Once that was done, some of the members decided to call it a night. Alright, I'm heading out now. I'll text Abby in a minute ago. He said he'll keep his ear on the ground. I'm gonna take off. Seems Kurogane is getting ready to send out the squad. Okay, best of luck you two. With those two in the case, we pretty much got the Jaeger angle covered. I'm assuming you're prowling around the shadier path of Edith in your usual getup, yeah? Of course, after all, it's I do my best work in the dark. I'm gonna ask Grandma, Grammy to back me up. If all goes well, we'll be coming with some fresh clue on where the coward's hiding. Let's be careful out there, okay? I plan to conduct my own investigation tonight as well. I also praying Mr. Alfred visit. He and his unit are outside the capital as it happened. Really now wonder what he's up to. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Would you like to accompany then? We can check on him together. Sure, that sounds great. I'm off to do my own investigating. I'm gonna hit up some girls I haven't seen a while. Wow, way to be a team player, Mr. Uh, Skirt Cleanser. I don't know. You can keep your pants. Can't you keep your pants for one night? Oh wow. In any case, I'll return to the dark tonight. Would 6 a.m. be a good meetup for everyone? Yes, that works for me. In the meantime, let's keep in close contact. We don't know what might happen out there, so we'll need to stay sharp. Understood. We'll be in touch.
To 2人で国防外を洗うなんざ柄にもねえことしちまったしよ。
たく
このガキは一応仮眠も取ってんだろうが。
バンさんたちも半分徹夜みたいですね。私たちも始発で来てるけど、それにしても少し長引いているみたいね。ええ、出立組が戻ってきてないわね。遅れるなら連絡くらいありそうだけど。
ああ、牽制はともかく真面目2人に女優だしな。
一応手がかりとなりうる情報はいくつか見つかってきている。軍施設近辺での不審者の目撃情報や動力ネットのわずかな異常。
ネット上では小規模な侵食の実験と思われる噂もあったわ。あの赤黒い魔装機についてはあれ以来目立った話はないけれど。
そういえばあのグレンデル、 ぱったり現れなくなったみたいだね。
Yeah, that's weird. Not a grandma.
あの妖精ともどもな。侵食に噛んでやがる気はするが。
とにかくチビどもが戻り次第動くしかねえだろう。何せ3日目だ。昨日よりヤバい状況にならねえとも限らねえだろうが。
そうだな。早いこと。
Uh-oh.
アニエスさん、どうかしたの？
ゲネシスが光ったような気がしたんですけど、ただの気のせいだった。
ゲネシス、今まで何度も助けられてきたけれど。
と、こんな朝からかけてく。どうしたんだ？妙に慌ててる。
なんだ
Get out?
よく聞き取れねえが。
何らかの妨害。動力波のジャミングではなさそうだ。
What the hell? Oh shit, he's bleeding. I can tell.
襲撃？何がどうなって？
逃げろ、お前ら。
行きなさい、アリエス。こっちよ、急いで。
すぐに次が来る。行け。
Oh shit. That's a bomb. Oh, what the fuck is going on? What is this chapter? Holy shit. Oh my god, this is way different. So what's our plan for tomorrow then? Options are we can investigate the remnants of the true Grievance Brigade, or follow Mr. Zeman suggests and review the mysteries that are far from mysteries that have raced thus far. Let's see. What the fuck? Shit, I know this feeling. Did we just get sent back 2 days in the past? We didn't stand a chance against that assault. Thinking back, the Genesis reacted just before it happened. A certain number of Genesis must be collected in order to survive the mystery assault in the office on on day 3. Complete the other routes are yet to be experienced on day 2. What? Really? Okay, so this is the... I have to... The other one, the... no, how's it called? No... Halo Vengeance? I don't know what this chapter is called. Shit. I'll say we check the anti-immigration group. Sounds like a plan. Then let's get packed for tonight. We got a busy day in store. What the hell is this chapter, chat? What is this game? Like, seriously? So that chapter was just... So basically, I have to get all the Genesis before everything goes to shit as a shit show. Alright, time to get this day started. Looks like... Like we decided last night, we're gonna be looking into the anti-immigration radical cis are up to. The true Grievance Brigade. Since Appearing at Artemis, their remnants have reportedly been lying low around the city. Ashen might get straight up written by that crimson corrosion crap. We need to keep eye on out. Sorry, we need to keep an eye out in case these guys go through something similar. Yes, but not even if nothing happens, that doesn't make any less dangerous. We cannot allow them to freedom to commit another act of terror. Then I guess we shall. I guess we'll just have us around. How about while we work through our 4 SPG? That's a sensible approach, but we should start gathering information. Naturally, anti-immigration radical, radicalists would want to target an immigrant population. Does that bring anything to mind? For people from the certain east, we can try ask around the temple in the riverside. Father Mans Sir should be the loop on that front. Fine idea, Ferida. As for the eastern resident, you would be the go-to source of any particulars. Their internal issue have them tearing them apart, but the jackass Chow done a bang-up job patching things back together. We can probably find out what's what from Ma over at Sai U U UG. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. You're talking about the population Eastern restaurant in the Trevero district, right? It's not the same as far Eastern cuisine, but the food's great. The menu's enormous. That's give us 2 spots, but it won't hurt to hit up a few more. While we're at it, why don't we check in with everyone's favorite neighborhood anti-immigration protest? The one always in front of the station. I think his name was Jab Jabo Coben. Though I don't recall seeing him around lately. He might have some learned his lesson after what happened to Oricon. Then we just have to settle for what the cops station around the area can tell us. That's as good as a place to start as any. Then let's get this show in the road. The last time you had me for SPG was in Langport, so I'm raging to go. Just don't have too much fun with it. We gotta be on our guard more than ever. Hey, just pop in for an update for more support. Further analysis reveal new floor for the Markin Garden, so check out when you get a chance. Alright, chat. Let's save first. So this is Act 3 still. Well, it's a liquid tenant. You gang gets bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it isn't not like I asked for it. I apologize for any commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast. Just get a load of that aroma. Catch me in a good mood, and maybe I'll treat you. But by the by, didn't you all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Wait, yeah, well, that comic clown sent us 3 tickets, and Yumi said she had to see it. That's right, we'll be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something now, now's the time. Duly noted. Something the matter, Yumi? It's nothing. Anyway, did you know today's race is the finals? That means it's gonna be extra fast. It's a little scary, but I can't wait. It, I can definitely understand why you might find it frightening. You just asked me, it just adds to the thrills. I want to see it from the behind the screen, but it's probably not compared to watching in person. Either way, it's one capping off the whole year work race, so bound to be extra special. Yeah, I nab a seat. I have nabbed a seat and stands to if things weren't in the way they are. But hey, don't let me stop you folks from enjoying yourself. Plan on it. Believe me, won't be worth losing business otherwise. You can take you can take care out there, everyone. See you later. What? We'll be on our way then.
しかしあの頑固親父がレースを見に行くとはね。
マクシム様の地道な努力が実ってきたのかもしれませんね。
Let's do this first chat before we continue with the. Well, this is a side quest, but whatever.
「探索を始めましょうか」やれやれ、ゾウさまは
意外と熱いじゃねえか。リオ。
続いておまけだよ。
しずなさん。しず
go. Make this Leon.
敵集団発見。注意しないと。やったねボンさん。脅威どこ警戒しよう。
Disarm devices? What the heck?
まだ続きがありそうだな。
How the hell did he miss Leon? Sometimes I don't get this game.
手が悪かった。
大地をバッチリじゃないバン。
濡れてやがんな。
ほんと凄まじいよね。そこだ。ふっはあスタンだ。一気に決めるぞ。一気にいくよ。やっ
So many devices.
上々の結果かな。
悪くなかったよ。
そこだ。やっはあ一気に
サード展開のチャンスだね。油断しないで。ブーストのチャンスだよ。特定のアーツが有効だよ。
決まってけよ。
思いっきり行きなよ。
There we go. Jesus, annoying. Sorry I don't talk much in my playthrough chat. I know, usually it all depends on what game, I guess. So I really apologize for not talking. Just I usually like, I guess, more talkative. Well, I'm just, I guess, introvert. Just don't talk too much. Shy. I mean,
まだ
being
続いてる
shy.
みたいだね。
That's how I am. Shy little person.
そこだ。そこだ。一気に行くよ。オプティカルカノン。上々の結果かな。
大したもんだぜカトル。
面白そうな相手だね。
数が多いですね。どうします？
任せたよ。
Oh, that's over.
Mm. いいデータが取れたかな。
悪くありません。
まだまだ続いているみたいだね。
Medium. That's kind of small.
一気に行くよ。はっ。任せたよ。
お粗末さまでした。
ほどほどに頼むぞシズナ。
それ。
That's not video.
チャンスだ。よし上出来だ。
バッチリじゃない
悪くはありませんね。
遠隔攻撃に注意して。面白そうな相手だね。戦闘開始だよ。チャージアタック。
いっけー。切るな。一気に行くよ。はっ。
Oh my god. How the hell you miss?
続いて。
もらったチャンスだ。相手が悪かったな。強敵だ。気をつける。
バトルスタート。そこだ。
The biggest spatula.
一気に行くよ。はっ。任せたよ。ここだ。
しずなさん。
決めろよ。バン。
Overkill.
よし上出来だ。
やったねボンさん。
Look, our medium monsters are all big and large.
ロックオン。照射。
おまけだ。
Sure, that should do it. Prevents that no, which I'm
やれやれ増産が高いね。
さすがは聖杯の守護騎士だな。
数が多いですね。どうします？
脅威どこ警戒しよう。
遠隔攻撃に注意して。
Hey, so far. Okay. 69. Boss time. Jesus, like a giant mammoth.
ボス戦開始ってな。
Ah, I can't. What? A short.
後期チャンスだ。
こちらの手番だ。決めろよ、バン。言いなさい、バン。
Okay.
そこまでだ。はっやっ静田さんおまけだよ。
サポートするわ。
さて本気に行きますか。スタンだ続いて。
限界突破だ。ブーストゲージが増えたぞ。
It's over.
照れくさいな。
Nah, let's not go down. Let's continue with the story chat. Really? I can't increase their level? What the fuck? That is weird. I find that weird, chat.
どれど
Oh
れ
yeah, SPG, I don't really care about that one.
さあ出発しよう。これからどうする？どれだね。
Alright, let's do the side quest chat before the main quest.
ここで
モンマルトは落ち着くわね。
Oop. That's done. The fuck? Okay. Oh, you can't use the. Sure. Thank you. Oh, he can seal what's going on super arts. What the fuck? That was Divine Phoenix.
これで解決だね。
報酬が振り込まれたわ。
Uh oh, gas is up. Oh my god, my bot chat. It's doing too much. Okay. I don't care. God.
バー様、サポートいたします。いい方に揃ってますよ。
ちょっといいか。
Nothing here. Other district. Alright, here we are in Auburn district. This is where the patient from Isabel clinic fell. Oh, that's stupid. Side quest. So never mind. Just we can skip that. This is just nothing. A nothing burger. What the fuck? That's so fake. That's fake, chat. That is fake. What? I didn't even go across. Oh, there's nothing here I can do. can go there. I don't get this map. I can't even pass that. It was way too fast. Too fast. Oh, investigate. I didn't see that. What the F's this? There, just have to wait a bit. Reminds me of Resident Evil right there. Those lasers from the movie with the. I don't know this one. My second chat. I got that one. Just convince him, I guess.
任務完了。お疲れ様でした。入金を確認したわ。
Okay, we're done this one. Thank God. No more side quests, right? Good. I don't. I shall one.
行くか。
Father, I have discovered yet another one taped to the walls of the temple. Again, what is this place coming to? It's already been torn down and disposed of. I'll go make sure there aren't any more. Is something wrong, Father Man, sir? If there's trouble, we'll we'll hear you. Depending on the issue, we can take it on as a job. I appreciate concern, but things aren't quite so dire. We merely had some equation instance of unsavory flyers being posted or even disputed around the grounds. You mean someone's you mean to say someone's harassing the temple? If so, you should report to the guild or the police, have them handle the situation. Stinky. You're stinky wibbly. What? My cat is stinky cat. My cat stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Where's my cat, guys? I have my cat. Want to hear him? Sorry. I had to squeeze his butt though. He can meow. he's he's a needy kitty. Always needing his masculine, needing me all the time. Funny cat. Actually, these flyers concern a specific individual rather than the temple itself. Thus, we have no position to press charges. A target attack? Huh? Don't suppose they bounties for a certain phantom thief? So, who are the flyers about exactly? You might not familiar with him, but they regard a young man named Lan. I feel like I heard of him somewhere before. He's a upcoming C1 racer who's been gaining steam lately. Oh, so this is the Grand Circus one. Okay. So let's name this App 3-B. Let me just update everything, chat. Okay, that's the act I was waiting for. Okay, I know that where we are now. In the last race, he came close catching Maxine Lugan in the current championship. Sorry, chat. Damn, must be a real speed demon. Rumor has it this year Grand Prix boils down to the straight out duel between the two. Ashland's from the Central East, and a good-looking guy to boot. He's been a real top trending topic. Does he have connection to the temple? His accomplishment is an immigrant have made him somewhat a celebrity among the Central Eastern descent, such as a great deal of his admirers are part of his congregation, making this a perfect place to turn and ruin his image. Yes, the Flyers do not, but best merge his character. They claim he's a violent brute or has ties to the mafia. How awful. Any of that rooted into reality? There's no concern, there's no concrete evidence to speak of, so I don't believe it's worth pulling any stocks into it. The man himself visited the temple a number of times, and as far as I can tell, he's devoted and sincerely a youth as can be. So but something is it's the goody two shoes that have more skeleton in their closet. Even still, This cleared is nothing more than a malicious smear campaign. Perhaps the guilty party is envious of his success? Could be the work of the anti-immigration terrorists who can't handle a Eastern, Central Eastern rising to fame. All men are equal before the winged goddess, Azurha. She draws no dis, distinction between race and ethnicity. To against to go against this nothing short of deplorable. Father Manchester, I feel these flyers continue to appear in many constitute uh, this constitute to disturbance the temple. Which case you should still be in line to file a complaint with the guild despite not being the victim of defamation, defamation. Sorry if I say that wrong. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us if the need arises. I can only pray it doesn't. Nevertheless, we'll keep your kind offer in mind. Haven't seen that guy's mug in a while. Not that I'm complaining. At least his anti-immigration activities. Better still, I worry about him. Must be a real piece of work. You're on the lookout for someone. Maybe we can give you a hand. No need to concern yourself. I won't exactly call it a problem anyhow. You see this anti-immigration protest who often comes to demonstrate here hasn't been around lately. Tell us more about this protester. The man's name is Joe Jacobin. He is a witty sort, the kind who leaps at the chance to shove his radical wreck deck down to your throat. We cracked down on it time and again, but it never did much to discourage him. But now he ain't showing up at all. You don't suppose that means he's finally had a change of heart? Well, whatever the case, just take care not to get suckered by the inscrutable solicitor. Sorry, chat, I don't want to say that. Jacobian. He's one. He was the one who wrote the threatening letter to Archon, and apparently he went back to old ways without missing a beat right after. The the guy's anti-immigration sentiment runs deep. If he's gone Turkey, that'll raise a few eyebrows. Maybe he changed locations? Could be. We will keep an eye out. Too many sometimes narrating sucks, chat, but it's part of the game.
では向かいましょう。まだ見ぬ秘宝を求め、新たな冒険が幕を開ける。ロックフォードの冒険。ちょっといい感じの店があったな。ご来店ありがとうございます。ほら、美味しいわね。
A crisis situation, a rank bracer and a divine blade here to sample our eastern fare. As the smell of it so rich, it takes me right back to Langport. I can feel my mouth watering already. Yeah, well, keep unleashed until lunchtime. We're just making around uneaten rumors mill while working through our 4 SPGs. Well, that's one juicy tidbit in I have is your running with the Lu family yesterday. You already know about that? I do, albeit only super fis- fi- fi- fictionally. Sorry, chat. While we're on the subject, we've been wondering what become of the syndicate after that fact. The Liu family bigwigs are still somewhere in the capital. Same goes for Chow and his men. What th- what they're up to is a mystery, but but I do hear the Council of Elders will make will be making a big announcement soon. You probably guess what it is. I appreciate the massive gambit for from Chow, but it came a lot faster than I was thinking. I'm no mind I'm of no mind following his sample, but his cunning and audacity are to be admired. To be fair, it isn't if this is bad for the syndicate. Maybe not, but it doesn't we I have to whoop it up. Well, I for one is looking forward to future holds for Yui and the, by extension. By the path you chose Fred. But enough of our internal affairs. I happen to have recent information right that might interest you. The True Grievance Brigade has resumed the operation. So it's true. We heard from Elaine that they were on the move. Though the guild has have any Pacific, at any rate, their core members should be all in custody. What happened at Armories? Kayola, man. I don't want freaking big whale. If alone were enough to dire them, they would have disbanded years ago. I don't know who are leading their ranks, but they seem to be more zealous than ever. I thought cockroaches were hard to stamp out. Eastern, like as may be blacklisted, but I doubted they foolhardy enough to raise a hand against you. So as long as they don't act against us, we'll extend the same courtesy to them. The rest of you aren't the raiders either, so you want to watch your back. Point taken. Thank you for the warning. Someone's calling. I'll be right back, guys. So restroom. What the heck? Well, if it isn't the champion itself. Okay, chat, sorry about that.
元気にしていたかい裏解決屋の諸君最近は直接会う機会もなくて君たちもさぞや寂しかったことだろう
Yeah, I'm hanging up. Hold on a second. At least you can hear me out. I'll just get to the point. There's something important I want to ask you guys. Raiding out on the same day as the big race doesn't seem like a coincidence. Sorry, chat. I had to finish my eating some chocolate. As they say, chocolate, right? Chocolate. Give me a second. Where is that? Where is it? No, that's about chocolate. Oh, that's stupid. I'm sorry. I spelled it wrong. I love that. I love that song on the chat. It's a mess. Now, if it's a bad time though, I won't push my luck. The C1 related quest, yes, there's a chance it's connected to the terrace. Actually, I think we can work you in. Is that right? Glad to hear it. Let's meet up at 10:30 then. I'll be waiting at the Orbital Cafe in front of the station. See you in on the flip side. What do you think, Maxon? Wants from us? He got all hands out of nowhere hacked through that call. Maybe there's trouble brewing all over at the Grand Prix. Though I don't know about any. Though I don't know any better than you. But whatever it is, has my nose twitching. I think that's right. Okay. Should we cut things short here and meet up with Max? What the heck? Why he's here?
時間ちょうどか。定常を抜きにすると顔を合わせるのは一月ぶりだな、バン。
Has it been that red? Has it been that long already? Doesn't feel like it. The way you've been helping my assistants? Gotta take a while start though. You said you ain't here to catch up. I'll explain that and more to you in a bit. But first sit down and take a load off. Thank you for placing an order for us. Though I do feel guilty letting you pay. No need, yeah, no need to put yourself out on our account. Ha, just think of it as reward for all the times you were there for me. I don't mind if I do then. So let's start with Renee doing here. Not that I or don't not that I don't already have an idea. Right, I won't beat around the bush. Long story short, today's Grand Prix is being targeted by the anti-immigration terrorists. For real? Wait a minute. Am I the one who's surprised by that? Well, all signs so far were sort of pointing to it. First off, we came in knowing that the leftover anti-immigration terrorists were still kicking about. Then we got the Z1 Grand Finals, which immigrants are going to turn up in droves to see. Added that the involvement of a SID analyst and the rest is self-explanatory. Explain on Nori. Sorry, chat. I see what you mean now. Plus, one of my favorite today, one of my favorite in today's race is Aslan, who came from Central East. It only makes sense that the terrorists would have their sight on him. You're absolutely correct. Even despite the extensive of the Red Star racers in the past were exclusively of the white descent. But in recent years, number of Eastern and Central Eastern racers have grown to the point where there are no longer an expectation. Among them, a star of hope for the Central Eastern was born in from of Ashland. Nowadays, there are quite a few people who visit the Z1 race as a symbol of ethnic integration. I can definitely feel it going to that direction. But of course, the anti-immigration terrorists won't take much of that fancy to that. So they deem the race organized call off the Z1 together, a Z1 Grand Prix altogether. And by they I mean the true grievance brigade. From what I hear, they also demand that the police release their fellow members who were caught hiding in Amaris. I see, so their remains still active. It's just what we suspected. They'll stop nothing to achieve their goal, but of course we won't give their. Of course, you won't give in to their demands, right? That's without saying. The Grand Prix organizers haven't even considered suspending the event. Actually, the SID plans to do everything in its power to address the situation. To start with assembling a strict watch in around the circus venue as precautionary measures. However, this radical have little left to lose. The more we tighten the screws, the likelier it is that the involved innocent people. You certainly can't be too careful given the descent number of numbers per, purported by two at large. So it's a bit added insurance. You want to enlist the aid of archive situations, which at this particular moment means you get a lane as a part of the package. Classic Renee. The pampered prince never missed the trick. Enough with the pampered prince bit, and it's Mr. Kincaid to you, right? But yes, as you summarize, the Sid would like again to issue a official for SPG. Your task is to flash out apprehend the terrorists. Your assigned area will be the speedway interior. In the meantime, my man and I will handle the perimeter. Sounds like the plan. By the way, you're acting as a liaison between you and the event management. So if there's anything you need to pass on, just give me a call. Understood. Right, then I better head out. Got a few things to take care of before the race. Sure thing, catch you later. The True Grievance Brigade. It didn't seem as they were tied to any forces back to Amaris either. But there's definitely a chance that someone capitalized on their schemes just like before. Hey, as long they put a decent fight. Speak of yourself. I rather call it. I rather they call it quits. Anyway, let's carve down some lunch and get to investigation. It's it stopped snowing? So it has, though it's still a little overcast. The Grand Circuit, Edith's 12th district. I remember looking around with Van during the Revolution Festival. Yeah, you were sightseeing like no business. It's my first time in the area. Wait, is that? You mean the Ferris wheel? An attraction which one rides a gondola attached to a rotating rim, allowing them to take the surrounding view. Cool, it's like it's like taking the aero tram in Basel. It doesn't feel quite the same, but there's definitely a resemblance visually. You might not know, but this place has a lot. Sorry. You might not know it, but this place also has one of the most up-to-date bouldering facilities out there. There are some who make a habit scaling naturally rock formation with their bare hands, bordering inmates that safe environment for people to enjoy. Basically, rock climbing. Someone's been readying up. I try it out one of these days. I try it out on my days out, and let me tell you, it really gets your blood pumping. Oh yeah, calling me intrigued. Unlike the Ferris wheel, this is the kind of thing you can have fun with solo. I'll get you're all coming from, but it's not. But now ain't the time for fooling around. Come on, let's check out the premiere before we head into the speedway. Sorry, chat. Too much talking. I'm probably finishing up in 1 hour. In an hour, let's go get ready. Got ready for work. Got ready for work.
あそこにいるのは
The heck?
あらバンさんたち
なんだお
On
前たちも来
business,
たのか
but yeah. Forget that. What are you doing here, Grammy?
実はビクトルと 昔からの知り合いでね、私が現役時代に通ってたレストランで働いてたことがあったんです。
ある時ドミニクさんに俺の料理をえらく気に入ってもらってな。それをきっかけにいろいろと助言をもらえるようになったわけだ。モンマルトを開店する時にも大いに
You
力に
don't
なってもら
say.
ったもんだぜ。
I would have guessed you do have a history. It's definitely a shacker. But not. But that's not what I meant. You're doing. What are you doing here in the Grand Circuit? Or do you need? Or do I even need to ask? Come to think of it, I recall hearing that you're offer advice to professional athlete before. Does it mean you came? Does it mean you're here to coach the Z1 racers?
まあ、と言っても若手のレーサーくらいだけどね。ついでにレースの演出方面にも軽く口を挟ませてもらってるよ。
Judy and Van sure aren't exaggerating about her. She's a granny of old racer and ever so one, and yet she rarely ventures into the public eye. I see now why the rumors refer to her as a legend. Bet she can hold up and scalpel too. Names like her must be one in a million. Alright, enough feeding her ego. What I wanna know where Yumi gets off to. Oh, that's right, I don't see her around.
実はマクシムさんと一緒に観覧車に乗る約束をしていてね。そろそろ戻ってくる頃じゃないかしら。
Those two are pretty chummy now. Nothing to worry about then, right? Save for the potential terrorist situation. Let's check around the Ferris wheel just in case.
しかし観覧車
Oh no.
外からよじ登るのも楽しそうだよね。
とんでもねえこと言うな。絶対にやるなよ。
So this is the Ferris wheel. It makes you feel so short from close up.
楽しかったね、おじさん。
それはよかった。いやー、君たち守備は順
You
調
can
かい？
relax. We'll get the job done. So Yumi, how's riding the Ferris wheel with Max?
一番上からだとサーキットがよく
Wow,
見え
that
たよ。
must be the best seat in the house.
けど、夢もっと乗ってたかったな。
楽しい時間はあっという間に過ぎるものだからね。今度また乗る機会があれば、その時は2週でも3週でも付き合うさ。
本当？約束だよ。
あ、約束だ。夢のことは僕が責任を持ってポーレットたちのところへ届ける。そうそう。君たちがサーキット場に入れるようにすでに手配はしておいた。受付で名前を言えば通してくれるはずだ。
For sure.
よろしく頼んだよ。
ファンにみんな、それじゃあまた。
Looks like Max is headed straight for the racetrack himself. Is something bothering you, Van? Nah, it's nothing. We gonna want to follow his lead soon.
さて、それじゃあ掛け金を決めてと。
まったくアーロンさんは飲む、打つ、買うは禁止です。
ってお前意味わかってんのか？
ともかく仕事で来てるんだからほどほどにね。
Are you looking to purchase a ticket unless you have reservation? I'm afraid it's standing room only. The name's bad cried. Max Lugan should have something set up for us. Oh, you're friends with Mr. Lugan? My apologies. Mr. Arkard, was it? Yes, I have you right here. There'll be 9 event pass. Go ahead and enter the venue. Got it. The VIP treatment isn't so bad. A little it's a past noon and the race is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. sharp. Could ask for better driving weather either. Yes, feels great outside. The sky is clear up nicely. On top of o- on the other hand, the stands are filling in events in even with 2 hours to go. Just to show just goes to show you how much they're champing at the bit. At this is all up after all the Grand Prix Animal Pride finals. The crowd fever is almost pal- palatable. How do you plan to find those bosses then? Don't tell me you're planning to grill the audience once it's done. Even with so many people here doing what would only draw unwanted attention to us. Incidentally, Renee gave you some sort of data before we parted. What was it? Just a little trick to help us zero in on the enemy. The terrace weapon natures are specially designed to bypass standard metal detectors. At any luck we would have it, we managed to get our hand on the similar model from the Black District. If you install this data and perform a shard search, it should be able to identify them. Best of luck! Wow, the Sid thinks of everything. I call it over preparing, but it saves us from some hassle. Then we might we roll with it. I'll forward the data to you guys, which that way we can split and cover much ground as possible. Our first order of business will pinpoint any terrorists hiding on the speedway. Then we surround them, close it, and corral the whole group at once. Simple as that. There's just one thing I want Reese to act as our operator. That means complying everyone's finding and passing along my instruction when needed. As you wish. Good, let's get this done. Right. Alright, we're fam out. Time to start moving to
ザイファの設定も完了と。あとはシャードサーチで探すだけか。夢たちのためにもテロリストは確実に捕まえねえとな。
Listen, Carlos. You're the only one can turn in. You're the only one can turn. We can turn to for this. If you say no, we'll have to forward our slots. Give me a break. I retired decades ago. My foot hasn't even healed all that way. The world of Z1 is no Sunday drive, you know. I won't argue that point, but still, Carlos, the guys who used to race for Leon back when, he seemed to be in deep conversation with that one's rep. Nothing popping up on a search though, so I thought so I doubt they're with the terrorists. Since no poking into real business, I guess I'll sweep the stance again. I guess I just have to talk? Uh-oh. Looks like he's the bad. Yeah, he looks bad. I'm getting a hint of that guy. No two ways about it. He doesn't seem like the part of the group though. I'll just stand by and keep an eye on until reset call. There's the rest of the team have completed their investigation. Ultimately, the only precision each result was the man you came across. Yeah, we just checked with Rennie. He said the other might be outside the area. If not, there's a chance they're hiding somewhere on the racetrack. Anyway, I'm gonna move in on this one. Can you write the plan on everyone else? Certainly. Excuse me, got a second? Need something? Let's just say you've been selected for a stop and research. Mind tell me what are you considering there? How you possibility in any case you get fine idea where we have you surrounded. Surrender quietly. I didn't realize that has drawn so much attention. So be it. Try to make a suicide run? Not in my watch. Big stuff for a lady. Why? What the heck? Someone follow me again? Okay. Okay. So why does she makes my spine chill? Forget it. Sorry about this, the road is closed. Give yourself out without fuss, and you may still get off with minimal symptoms. Beauty Blade 2 gets no longer gets escapes the no long exception. In that case, comrades to arms. So his flamers were hiding under shy camouflage. He wasn't just running around randomly. Nothing we're expecting. How you all that remain? Perfect fine, thank you. I think we can agree that the odds are stacked against you. Even then, you're still gonna fight? Don't take us lightly. We're the true Gribrins, the leader Kalvar need most. Now that our sponsor have the drop, our backs are against the wall. It's a shame we couldn't drag those blasted immigrants into this. We just had to settle for taking down with us instead. Oh, thank you for the follow. Sorry if I don't know what to. Let's stream. Sorry if I. Why my thing didn't go? Weird. Give me a second. Why did I hear my thing? I don't remember.
何か来る。気をつけろ。
敵の動きに 警戒して。
Oh shit, 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 shit! Sorry. My god, that was loud. Oh, Andy. Okay, Andy. Sorry.
敵の動きに警戒して。
Why am I alert? Did my alert, man? I don't remember. Weird. Oh, whatever. It's my ah!
敵の動きに警戒して。
How the hell miss? Oh well, it's okay. We're done for? Long live the Republic. They're down for the count. I couldn't gone more of a challenge, to be honest. The Genesis hasn't reacted so far. Does it mean there's no corrosion going on? It's difficult to say. This may have been all their surviving members. Right, we can't afford to drop our guard. For now, let's hand these guys over to Renee. At the same time, the Sid appears as a separate unit of the True Grievance Brigade, which combined with one Vance team had captured. All remain of the group were accounted for and in custody. Thus did the Brigade's plan to interfere with the Z1 Grand Prix and negate the release of their comrades skid to a halt. Well, we take care of the terrorists. So what now? Do we keep investigating here, or we move somewhere else entirely? Good question. I'm still getting a whiff of something suspicious. Now the Genesis blinks. The Genesis is tracking, so we're on the right track. At the very least, we need to stay sharp until the race is over and done with. Shall we take another turn? The stand and garage? Yeah, and anywhere else we can think of while we're at it. Poking around blankly irks me a bit, but suppose it's the best we can do right now. Having flushed out the terrorists, Van and Group and company continue their investigation with weary eye. With no suspicious activity found, the Z1 Grand Prix went on as scheduled. As the group remained vigilant, the race plowed ahead with number of dramatic developments along the way. In the end, it was a showdown between Max and Aslan as fierce and fervent bid for first place. Sorry. While keeping in touch with the Sid, Van and the others elected to watch the declining moment for the stands. As long last the race entered its final leg. Feels like something. Ray knows something bad is going to happen. So we don't know what. Probably a bomb. Am I guessing right?
最後の集会ですか。
いよいよ勝者が決まるわけね。
このままマクシムが逃げ切るか、アスランが再び抜き返すのか。
まさに手に汗握る展開ですね。
まさかここまで見せ上がるとはな。
一瞬たりとも目が離せません。
ああ、こっちまで緊張してきた。私も Z1 を見始めて長いが、ここまで熱い勝負はいつぶりかね。
おばあちゃんにそこまで言わせるなんて、まさに最高のデッドヒートね。おじさん頑張って。
あと一息。ゴールラインは目の前よ。
So how are you doing, Andy? hope you enjoy my stream and you see. I don't talk much. Sorry about that.
このまま優勝すれば4連覇か。
Damn.
ここで仕掛けるんだ。
すっげえ。
Looks like it's a tie. Uh-oh.
どっちだ。
Oh shit!
マジかよ。
Now we went back in time. It's such a weird game, but it still interested me. It's still interesting. It's still interesting. Yeah, that explosion killed both. So what happened? Well, that takes care of the. Well, that takes care of the rest. That takes care of the terrorists. So what now? Do we keep up investigating or move somewhere else entirely? Good question. I'm still getting a whiff of something suspicious. Yeah, which is true. This feeling. Yeah, you all remember what just happened? The explosion, I mean. We gone through another rewind. I can sense it. Yes, it was right after we turned the terrace over to Renee. But more to the point, we can't let that tragedy play out again. No shit, let's pull ourselves together and get to it. In order to do so, we need to get a firm on what actually happened. An explosion of that scale couldn't have just been a simple crash. I'm of the same mind. In all probability, one of Z1 cars has some manner of explosion attached to it. No way. Who would do that? We already caught all the terrorists. More remnants for one, or perhaps the more reasonable the theory is that we have a collaborator. From my point of view, the explosion seemed to originate from Ashton's vehicle. That's what I saw it too. About this whole rewinding business though, what profoundly fascinating experience. Still, I have a sneaking feeling I have gone through this someplace before. Don't tell me she remembered the poison gas incident in Nebbit Island. Feels like tossing in a washing machine if I'm being real. Back on the topic. It's safe to say that Ashland Scott is the one carrying the explosive. and Max was unlucky enough to caught up into it. We're short on time. Let's work what we know and get stepping. Get to stepping. Yeah, let's work our way to Ingrid's garage get and get a look on his ride. We gave Renee and Max a heads up so they can run interference for us. Act 3, Route B, Grand Circuit Tragedy. I understand the situation, but we already informed the inspection on the car before bringing it in. I'm fairly certain there's no issue to be found. Maybe so, but this is a request from the Sid. Not to mention, Max is worried for us too. I really put my, it really put me to ease if you could clear this up. Well, if you if you insist, I suppose it's fine. Not to worry. This will take no time at all. As Aslan is just as good guys as we heard. Yes, I'm glad he's willing to vouch for us. Rudy, Rodney, what are you doing here? I thought it's, I thought the file checks were finished already. Well, ain't it that sketchy? Excuse me a second. Hey, no need to wrap up our mechanic. Get up, off, off all the lousy timing. You're not Rodney. What in blazes? Is it me, or have we seen this guy mug before? If I squinting just right, yeah, it happens. We have trimmed up the tie since our last encounter. That's some delicate camouflage. But it wasn't enough to pull a wool on our eyes. He's the one who caused a stir in Oregon, the anti-immigration activist Jabokobin. Didn't think you had the cojones to start around in the open. You you're the infernal spring gun. Fool me, fall, fool me once, shame on you, but twice. Van, I found the bomb. It was wedged in the gap under the engine cover. Nice work, Cartel. I almost drove out with that. And so the minimum explosion attached to Ascen's Z1 race was later removed. The real mechanic whom Joe Corbin had knocked out and tied up was found unharmed. I feel like something else is going from there. The Grand Prix kicks off once more. The competition heating up more than ever. What the heck? What is... Still something's wrong. So it's, this time it's Max's car. So it's something else. What the fuck is going on, chat? There's something going on in this game. So fucking weird and interesting. Back to normal again. We're here again, another rewind, and the timing was exactly as before. In the end, we couldn't stop the tragedy from repeating itself, though we did play out different compared to the last time. Yeah, write down how the race was going, but the part that stuck me the most was the size of the explosion. I noticed it too. It was bigger, or smaller. Compared to the first episode, it was smaller and the cars lighting was less damaged. You're right. It didn't seem as in much detail as Fairy, but we but it did have the same thought. What I don't understand how it happened. We definitely removed the bomb that was placed in Ashman's car. Then there must have two from very beginning. That's the only logical conclusion. The first explosion was caused by both bombs going off, while the second one was caused by just one. Putting that way, logic checks out. In summary, the explosion was planted not in Mr. Arslan's vehicle, but Mr. Logan's as well. Do I have that right? Couldn't even get the word in edgewise there. But yeah, I say hit that nail in the head. You guys sure are sharp as sponge. Something tells me you're Stump who actually planted the extra bomb though. A few ideas came to mind, but we don't have enough materials narrow that things down. That brings to you. That brings you, Judith. You got a job only a resident plotter could pull off. I see where's this going. You want me to stake out the ETWS garage, right? Yep. The line lights all yours. If everything goes right, we have the other culprit. But what about the Ingrid bomb? Are we just going to leave it be? We may have to let jump and walk for now. Apparently, apparently him would be sure cause a disturbance, and that if if that puts the other culprit on the garage, we'll be right back to square one. There's no that's not time is not on our side, so I'll get right to it.
さあ、誰だか知らないけど、尻尾を見せなさい。
No way, that's Max.
違いない。今手にしていたものはまさか彼だったなんて。
What the fuck's going on?
というわけで犯人はマクシム・ルーガンその人よ。なぜ自分の命もろとも後輩の命を狙っている
Well,
のか
good
わ
work.
からないけ
Either
ど
way, there's the possibility did cross my mind. Let's just put a pin in this for now. I got one more favor to ask the world-class Phantom Thief. Shoot, at this point I might as well go the whole ledge. This time, it's right here, Ali. I want you to pull a heist. You have to time it while Max guard down, just before the race began. As for what you're stealing, what else could it be but those two bombs? Sounds like my kind of fun. You're on. Wait, how you expect me to steal from two cars at the same time? No one said you had to do it alone. Don't you got a top cat you can call on? I think Max is corrupted.
せえなもんだぜ。
それにしてもよく間に合いましたね。
サプライズの花火だと。それもエルザイムの皇太子からと。
そこまでよ。
貴様を爆発物使用未遂罪で拘束する。なぜそれをしてだがバンのやつ、よくもこんな土壇場で無茶な注文をしてくれるものだ。ともシェリド殿下には名前を貸してくれたことを感謝しなくては。
ええ、ギルドからも改めてお礼を言っておかないと。あとは
これはこれでいい土産になる。さあ集中だ。
お宝ゲットよ。おばあちゃんの
What the hell?
限定的な変身だったが、まだまだ驚いちゃいないもんだね。
ってなんで現役の私より手際がいいのよ。バンジーうまくいったみたいだ。
残るミッションはあと一つ。
はい。このまま最後まであとはお願いします。
The advantage through third iteration of the Grand Prix start up anew. As expected, it comes to a head-to-head battle between Max and Ashland. Once again, the race arrived at the final, lit final lap. Sorry.
ついにレースも大詰め、ファイナルラップ。栄光を手にするのは赤い流星か若き新星か。
ラクション先輩、今日こそあなたを超えさせてもらいます。
アスラン、本当に腕を上げたな。
マクシム選手、アスラン選手をブロック。
まだ起爆スイッチを。どうした故障か。
マキシム選手、スピードダウン。強引に行き過ぎたか。
こうなったら思い切りぶつけるまでだ。
What the hell?
一丁やるか。
両者ともに譲らない。凄まじいね。周回僕らの最後尾にまで追いついた。あっと、あのマシンは。
こんなところにレノン。直前に棄権したはずじゃ。こいつわざと接触を。
悪いがこのままコースアウトしてもらうぜ。
じゃあするな。
チャンピオンが意地を見せた。素晴らしいハンドルさばき。
さすがは赤い流星。あそこから押し返されるとはな。だがここから直撃するのは無理だろ。おっとマキシム選手、猛烈な追い上げです。信じられない速度。これが赤き流星の底力。とんでもないことになりました。優勝争いの2人がまさかのコースアウト。安否が気になるところです。
先輩。
赤黒いオーラだ。異常な身体能力。最初からチャンピオンが侵食されてたって。向かった先は関係者の
From
駐車場
there,
か。
randomly rendezvous with the others to proceed, split up between his. What the heck's going on? From there, randomly rendezvous with the others who proceed to split up between his, Elaine, and Kincaid's vehicle. They took off pursuit of Max, whom they had located, making his way to the suburbs.
一体どこを目指しているんですか？
さあな、候補はいろいろあるだろう。どうしてもっつうから乗せはしたが、危険と判断したら降りてもらうからな。
ええ、分かっているわ。マクシムおじさん。
カトル、準備できたのか？
なんとか向こうの車載通信機につなげられたよ。リゼットさん、通話の共有化は準備でき。
プロセス完了です、カトル様。
ありがとう。それじゃあ通話を開始。
聞こえるか、チャンピオン。
なんだ？
悪いが通信機をハッキングさせてもらったぜ。一体なんでこんなことをしてんのか、ちょいと聞かせてもらいたくてな。
君たちには関係のない話だ。
私が相手でも
Damn!
言えないかしら。
ポーレット、一番傷ついている時代。無理をする必要なんてない。僕が全て解決する。先輩、目を覚ま下道な行いがポーレットたち。何を言って。とにかく話は終わりだ。これ以上後を追うのはやめてくれ。
通信機を
What?
ポーレットさんが傷ついている。
心当たりあんのか？
いいえ。
Uh-oh, it's the kid. She might be corrupt too.
Daybreak 記念公園。
You're those folks who always come around to exterminate monsters. We just had someone force their way into the forest. I think he dragged another person with him too. They both dressed in racing suits, but the air around them was anything but normal. Please, sir, settle down. You're a brace, right? Yes, we're here to joint effort with the Intelligent Division. I'm Kincaid of the city. Those extermination requests you mentioned were issued by me. Just happens we have two-person interest interested flee into the park. My collaborators and I are in the midst of pursuing them. Well, appreciate you could let us things from here. I see. I guess I can rest easy with the sitting guild on the case. Here, take the key. Best of luck to you. Real smooth talked your way through that one, huh? Drastic time for drastic measures. While we may not be spraying gun, this should be without our bonds.
それでこの先のことなんですが。
ええ、私たちはここにいた方が良さそうに。けど
残念だがユメ、さすがについていくのは。
ゆめちゃん、どうか心配しないで待っていてください。私たちがちゃんと無事にマクシムさんを。アニエスちゃん、
Something's not right. They need the kid. I feel like they need the
入って
kid.
左手でしたね。
ああ、去年の秋頃にチャンピオンの依頼で訪れた場所だ。手遅
I
れ
feel
にな
like
る
they
前
need
に
the
追い
kid,
つかねえ
chat.
とな。
But that's just me, though. Well, you seeing this? What the fuck? Red flowers? Oh, corrosion. Boy, I do. It's like stepping right into another world. An area being completely corroded. What's more, the higher elements seem to be infected. In effect, Max and Paulette made such a good memories here. Yet it's such a special place in their heart even now. Like it was an excuse for him to dump his sa- such melodies love stories on us. They used to spoil Mr. Langland's destinations on the memorial tree with deep in, without a doubt. There's where Max and Paulette buried their castle 7 years ago. So that's why we want to prepare for anything before we tread further. Yeah, ready up gang, no time to lose. Save again, chat. I think I can finish this chapter. You guys should finish this chapter. It's 2 hours already, plus I gotta get ready for work. Okay. Yeah, wanna finish. Let's finish this chapter one before I end.
しかしルネの方でも侵食について掴んでなかったか。
情報の分析とかは基本だ。それに加えて魔獣の脅威度も上がっている。
ええ、十分理解しつつ急ぐわよ。
始めるか。
いいデータが取れたかな。
バッチリでしたね、カトル君。
What is it? It's like there. It's pretty far. It's
早
fine.
いんだよ。
上々の結果かな。
カトル
警戒します。
チャンス一気に決めるぞ。もらった。
アニエスさん。バンさん。
切り裂け。フィーバータイムだ。火山。
そこまでだ。やっ、それ。
チャンスだ。
おまけだよ。
頼む。
Oh my god, how did he miss? I knew. What is that? Is it on the R side? It looks like it might be on the R side.
ま、ざっとこんなもんってな。
アーロン
It is on the R side,
さん、お
sure.
見事です。
ここだ。サードを展開しよう。バンさん。
フィーバータイムだ。頼んだぜアニエス。
これで一安心ですね。
大したもんじゃねえか。
一気に行くよ。
Oh, this is at a dead end. Fuck.
上々の結果かな。
大したもんだ
So
ぜ。
I was going in the right way. God damn it. Oh, this is dead
敵
end.
集団発見。注意しないと。
I'll just go. I'll just keep going, chat. Just fuck them. Just ignore the monsters, bro. Think we're close. Yeah, we're close.
この先に例の記念樹がある。気を引き締めていくぞ。
はい。
No!
止めてみせます。ポーレットさんたちのためにも。
Save final one before we do this. Okay.
どういうつもりですか先輩。どの口が言う。貴様のせいでポーレットが夢が。
そこまでだマクシム。
彼を解放しなさい。
もう来たのか。だがそれは無理な相談だ。僕は必ず目的を達成する。
ポーレットさんとユメちゃん、お二人にですが、一体何が。
そもそも俺たちが力になれるこの場所でタイムカプセルを掘り出す手伝いをした時の。
確かに君たちには明かしておくのが筋かもしれない。依頼を出したのは4ヶ月ほど前だったか。あの時は僕も何も知らなかった。
タイムカプセルの中からトーレットの写真が出てきて、最初からモンマルトにいたってオチだったな。
ああ、本当に驚く。内心を恐れていたが、彼女に新しい恋人がいたことも含めてね。
なるほど、そう書きか。
そのお相手はもし。
ああ、君たちも一緒に確認し。そこにいるアスランさ。
そういう筋書きか。
だとしてもどうしてここまで。
もちろんショックだったが、すぐに仕方ないと諦めたよ。当然だ。そもそも悪いのはかつて調子に乗っていた僕なんだから。それにアスランは僕から見ても本当によくできた後輩で、だから二人のことを温かく見守ろうってそう覚悟を決めてい。あろうことかこいつは陰でポーレット
What?
わからないように暴力を振るっていたんだ。
いわゆる DV ってやつね。これもねじ曲げられた事実なんだろうけど。
ああ、やけにリアリティのある話。
しかもアスランの背後には中東系マフィアがいるらしくてね。誰かに相談すれば命の保証はできない。そんな風に脅されていたって言うんだ。
中東系マフィアか。やれ、随分と凝った設定のよう
だから僕は決心し、ポーレットを救うためならこの手をいくらでも汚そう。そのためなら自らの。これがポーレットに迷惑をかけた僕の。もしも君たちが僕のここで僕がアスラン
そんなことさせるわけがないでしょ。
ならば覚悟してもらおう。
What the?
戦闘力高位厳重クラスか。それにしてもこの姿は。
ハンマカの前後で出現していた紅悪魔と同じ。
アシェンの時もヌエを呼び出しやがったが。
電子反応増大ですが、この情報は。
どうやら彼自身の霊視情報と一致しているみたいだ。
するとこの悪魔はマクシムさんの井戸から生まれた存在。
秘めたる情熱ってやつか。なかなか期待できそうだ。
たくマジで骨が折れそうだぜ。
save anything. Give me a second. There.
この調子でいきましょう。正解です。ブーストゲージ限界突破だ。
こちらの番だ。もらった。
I'm okay.
フィーバータイムだ。おまか続けよ。容赦はしねえぜ。ともらった。
バンさん
It's over. That's easy.
こんなもんだろ。
バカな。いくらなんでも今のを倒すだなんて。
こっちもそれなりに修羅場をくぐってるんでな。
これ以上は無駄でしょう。彼を解放。
それはできない。それでも止めるというなら僕を殺せ。
マクシムさん。
さっきからずっと引っかかってたんだが DV のことをあんたに教えたのは。
そんなの誰だっていいだろ。誰から聞こうが事実は事実だ。
それは違うんじゃないか。仮にあなたがそう思い込んでいたとしても何らかのきっかけはあるはずだ。
確かに影でわからないようにって言ってたのに、なんでわかったかっては。
ええ、ポーレットさん本人からというわけでもなさそうだったし。
仮にそうだったとしてもあの方なら軽々しくは明かされなかったでしょう。ですがそうなると一旦
思えば朝から様子がおかしい人物がモンマルトで挨拶した時もそうでしたが、それがより顕著だった。
Oh shit, I was
観覧車
right.
の近くで
知らない。僕は知らない。
ゆめちゃんがマクシムさんに相談したんですね。
それは違う。
違わないよ。うまくいったみたいね。
こいつは
シャード体で再現された夢様ですか。
ここで私が手を貸すなんて本来ならありえないんだけど、一度黙って体を借りちゃったこともあったしね。せめてものお詫びにこうして連れてきてあげたわ。
あの時か。
そういえば立ち会わせてもらったね。そういえばあんたもいたんだったか。まあいいわ。あとはそっちでケリをつけな。ごめんねおじさん。
夢、何も言わなくていい。
おじさんは優しいから夢が余計に苦しめちゃったんだよ。
そんなことはない。だって君は何も知らない。
今日観覧車で夢がおじさんに助けてって言っちゃったから。
あの時に相談して
けどゆめちゃんはどうやってその事実を。それはアスランってお姉
What?
ママ
そうだったか。
なんて残酷な。
にしても俺に何の相談もないってのもさすがに。
それ
ま、わかるぜ。お おそらくこんな感じで脅されたんだ。裏解決屋を頼ればママとおじいちゃんにひどいことをするぞ。
Wow, that's fucked up.
ファンたちにはけどやっぱりファンたちならそれでも何とかしてくれたはずだし、何よりも助けてもらあの時夢は一緒にママを助けようって。
夢、君は。
だからおじさんも一人で抱え込まないで。夢がいつでも一緒だから。
僕は間違っていたのか。すまない夢。ポーレットにも。
おじさん、あれ、夢を。
どうやら元の場所に戻ったみたいですけど。
ゲネシス、まさか夢坊が持っていたのか。
新色の起点は夢ちゃんだった。そういうことでしょうか。でもこれでようやく終わり。
僕はい込み入ったところは省かせてもらったが、今回こいつが起こした騒動は良くも悪くもポーレットと夢、つまり二人を守るためだったってことだ。
ええ、心配しなくても。
まあ今回ばかりは多めに見てやるか。せいぜいいい夢でも見やがれ。
今医者と車を手配している。詳しい状況についてはその流れで説明させてもらうが構わないか。
ええ、問題ありません。怪我も大したことはなさそうですし。ですがどうやら誤解も解けたみたいですね。
Yeah, so it was all a misunderstanding. With that, the tunnel brought by Yumi and Max corroboration came to end. The crash during Z1 race was reported by the SID as being caused by Jacobin and the anti-immigration terrorists. Ashton had received a courtesy explanation of Max's unusual behavior, promised not to go public what had transpired. Ultimately, it was clear the Garden Master was main culprit behind this bizarre occurrence. After enlisting Renee's assistant, Brad and the team gathered to drop out the counter plan. And with that, we finish this chapter. That was the third one now, so we're missing 4 more.
Oh, もらっておくぜ。は、完璧じゃねえか。
分かってんじゃねえか。
And with that said, chat, I will be ending my stream for today. On Tuesday with Hollow Knight Silk Song. Thanks again to Andy for the follow, and thank you guys for everything. Come on, let's sign out and have a great day, chat. Bye for now. See ya.